Yep, this is the only video you need to watch before Garten of BanBan 8 drops. In this video, I'm going to cover everything from the new characters to possible release date predictions to major developer leaks and even how the game might end. We'll begin by explaining all the characters who might show up in BanBan 8. First, let's talk about the characters we did see in the trailer, starting with the Gavanium citizens. They were everywhere. We saw them walking around, standing behind glass, and even working in different rooms. Some of them are clearly guards. Others look like assistants. And yes, there's even one who might be involved in surgery, so it's clear they'll play multiple roles in the story. They're not just background characters, they're part of the world now. Next is BanBan himself. We saw both versions of him, his normal self and his hellish form. This tells us that something big is going to happen to BanBan during the game. But what's even more important is one of the first voice lines in the trailer. BanBan says, "I'm glad to see you're okay." That confirms he's still our ally, at least at the start of the game. But once he transforms into hellish BanBan, everything changes. The trailer doesn't show what causes this transformation, which means that twist will probably happen later in the story. Now, let's talk about the Gavanium blobs. Yeah, they're back. These weird, bouncy, dumb-looking characters were first introduced in BanBan 0, and it looks like they'll return in BanBan 8, but just like before, they don't seem that important. They're mostly added for fun or comic relief. Don't expect them to play a big role in the main story. Then we have Syringan. This one is a little more complicated. In the trailer, we hear him say, "Attention, all beautiful citizens of my facility. A dangerous human has recently escaped containment. The new reclamation team has been dispatched. Now, justice will be served." So Syringan clearly thinks we're the problem. That makes sense, because in BanBan 7, Syringan locked us up after we disobeyed his orders. But here's the interesting part. Even though he starts as an enemy, there's still a chance he might become an ally again. Maybe after we meet BanBan, or after something worse starts to threaten the facility. Then comes the brand new lobster monster. And yeah, he looks terrifying. But let's be honest, this is probably just another chase character. The developers usually add 1 or 2 monsters in each game just to give us scary chase scenes. They show up, chase us through a hallway, and then disappear. That's likely the case here. He's creepy and strong, but don't expect him to be a final boss or central to the story. Now, we get to Sir Datadoo. This guy is still standing strong, even after taking punches from jumbobosh. If you look closely in the trailer, he doesn't even look hurt. That tells us something. He's way stronger than we thought. In the trailer, he says, "I should have ended you when I had the chance." And yes, he's talking about us, the player. Why? Because back in BanBan 7, we helped Syringan stop Sir Datadoo's army. We're the reason his plan failed, and now he wants revenge. Sir Datadoo isn't done with us yet, and he's gonna make that clear in BanBan 8. Then there's Flumbo. He only appears for a few seconds in the trailer, falling into a mysterious void. We don't see him again, but there's a reason for that. Euphoric brothers are clearly hiding something. They didn't want to reveal too much about Flumbo yet, but based on what we know, BanBan opens Flumbo's closet after talking to Syringan. So it's very likely that BanBan, Syringan, and Flumbo are all planning something big together. Something way bigger than what we've seen before. And that leads us to one of the biggest theories in the BanBan community right now. Glazo, the mysterious green hand we saw in the trailer, that wasn't just some random moment. That was Glazo. But here's the interesting part. We never get to see his full body. The Euphoric brothers are clearly hiding him for a reason. They know exactly what they're doing. Every other major character got revealed in the trailer, but Glazo? Just one quick shot. That's not by accident. From what we know, Glazo is part of the Queen's Kingdom, just like Sir Datadoo. And if you look at the bigger picture, things start to make sense. What if Glazo and Sir Datadoo are working together to take over BanBan's facility? That would explain everything. Maybe the Queen's Kingdom is finally making its move. They want to take control of BanBan's world, and BanBan knows it. Rinjin knows it, but they also know they're not strong enough to fight back alone. That's why BanBan opens the closet. That's why Flumbo is released. This isn't just a random rescue. It's a desperate attempt to get help before it's too late. Glazo might be the true final boss, the ultimate threat that BanBan 8 has been building toward, and the fact that they're hiding him now only makes it more terrifying. Now let's switch gears and talk about the characters we didn't see in the official trailer. Zolphius, Bitter Giggle, Sheriff Toadster, Bruschista, Nabnob. All of them were in the teasers, so where did they go? Let's start with Nabnob. In BanBan 7, he transformed into hellish Nabnob and then vanished. He didn't show up again in the ending. But in teaser trailer 3 for BanBan 8, he was back, and still in that same hellish form. That almost confirms he'll be returning in BanBan 8. The only question is, will he be friend or foe this time? Next is Bitter Giggle. Fans were shocked when Sheriff Toadster accidentally launched him into the chaos in BanBan 7. Most believe he died, but now there's a theory floating around. Some fans think they heard Bitter Giggle's voice in the new trailer. Could he be back? Could he have survived? Right now, there's no official answer, but the fact that fans recognize the voice means there's still hope. And speaking of Sheriff Toadster, he's always been our ally. He helped us in BanBan 4, BanBan 6, and BanBan 7, but after accidentally killing his closest friend, something changed. In teaser trailer 3, we see him looking sad, distant, broken. Some fans believe he might turn against us out of guilt or anger, but let's be real. Toadster has always done the right thing. He might be hurting, but I still think he's on our side. Now let's talk about Zolphius, one of the most mysterious characters in the entire series. He first appeared in BanBan 2, and since then, he's just been standing in the background, doing almost nothing. But that's finally about to change. Euphoric Brothers already confirmed it. Zolphius will play an important role in BanBan 8. That's probably why he's not in the trailer. They're hiding his new form or purpose. Maybe he's switching sides. Maybe he's the key to stopping the Queen's kingdom. Whatever it is, it's going to be huge. And finally, Bruschista. We first learned about her through the strange wall art found in BanBan 7. She's not just an artist, she's also described as a movie director, and her work seems deeply tied to the darker lore of the facility. In teaser trailer 1 for BanBan 8, we spotted another one of her, which immediately grabbed fan attention. But in the official trailer, Bruschista herself is completely missing. Not a single frame. That's raised a lot of questions. Is she being hidden for a big reveal? Could she be the main villain this time? Some fans think so, but so far, there's no official confirmation from the developers. Still, her presence is definitely there in the background. Now, let's solve the biggest mystery of BanBan 8. At the very end of the official trailer, we hear a voice say, "Mommy, you finally found us." And what's even crazier is that we hear this line right after we see a baby version of Stinger Flynn. So wait, does this mean one of the player's children has been turned into a baby Stinger Flynn? And if yes, how is that even possible? And if no, then what is a Stinger Flynn baby even doing in this game? Don't worry, because in this video, we're going to break down the theory that most fans completely missed, and this one might actually change how you see Stinger Flynn forever. Let's start with that baby Stinger Flynn. A lot of fans assumed that this is one of the player's children, but that's not true. This baby version of Flynn is not literally the player's child. But then, why does he say, "Mommy, you finally found us"? That's the strange part, and it might have everything to do with how these Garten of BanBan characters were created in the first place. If you've been following the lore, you already know that back in the early days of BanBan's kindergarten, scientists used human genome samples, animal DNA, and Gavanium to create hybrid mascots. That's how characters like BanBan, Flumbo, and Stinger Flynn were brought to life. And more importantly, that's why they sometimes carry the memories of the people whose genomes were used. BanBan, for example, inherited the memories of Dr. Uthman Adam, his genome donor. That's why BanBan constantly speaks and behaves like he is Uthman. Banbalina inherited the memories of Miss Mason, and that's why she also acts like she's someone's mom or teacher. These aren't random behaviors. They're tied to the DNA. So what does that mean for the Stinger Flynn baby? It means this baby might have been created created using the DNA of the player's children mixed with Stinger Flynn's own DNA and Gavanium. That's why the baby says mommy, because deep down, he believes he is your child, just like BanBan believes he is Uthman. And here comes the biggest twist. Who would have access to both Stinger Flynn's DNA and the player's children? Only one character fits that description: Stinger Flynn himself. Remember, during the chaos of Bring a Friend Day, it was Stinger Flynn who took all the children and hid them in a safe place. We still don't know what that safe place really is, and we still don't know what he actually did with the children. But now it's starting to make sense. Stinger Flynn had access to their genomes. He had the opportunity to mix their DNA with his own, and now maybe he created this baby version of himself using that exact process. It gets darker. There's a secret message from one of the kids where it says, Miss Mason hates Stinger Flynn. That always confused fans. Why would Miss Mason hate him if he saved the children? But maybe Flynn didn't just save them. Maybe he used them for experiments, maybe even without permission. And Miss Mason found out. That could be why she turned against him. And remember something else. Stinger Flynn never wanted us to uncover the truth. In the early games, he always tried to make the player leave. He said things like, erase it from your memory, move on, forget any of this ever happened. Why would he say that? Maybe because if we dig too deep, we'll discover what he really did with the player's children. And now, let's go even deeper, because there's one part of the story that fans keep missing, and it's been right in front of us since BanBan 3. Every time we interact with Stinger Flynn in these games, he brings us into his dream world, a calm, surreal beach where everything looks peaceful, but he always says something strange, something that doesn't sit right. And if you really pay attention, those dreams weren't just random, they were full of warnings. In his very first dream, Stinger Flynn tells us, I have never had actual sun rays touch my skin. Can you imagine that? I yearn for the day they finally do. That line alone shows you his motivation. He wants to escape. He wants to go to the surface. But then it gets darker. He says, I need the children to achieve that, but do not worry. I will practice the safest of procedures. Whatever I decide to do with the adults, I will make sure to keep one alive and sane so that the surviving children are delivered to the surface safe, and finally, to deliver me to where I choose to be. Now just stop and think about that. He literally tells us he's using the children, and he doesn't even try to hide it. He says the adults are expendable. He'll keep one alive and sane just to help the kids reach the surface. That one alive is almost certainly Miss Mason. And now we understand why Miss Mason hates Stinger Flynn. It's not just a misunderstanding. He did something terrible to the other adults and used Miss Mason for his own plan. Stinger Flynn wants freedom. He wants peace. He says, oh, to live the life of a completely brainless jellyfish, just munching on shrimp and avoid getting eaten by turtles all day. That's not just a funny line. It's him wishing he didn't have to feel anything, because he does feel guilt. And that's why he says, you never appreciate how calming it is to have no conscience until you have one. That one line tells you everything. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he wants to escape that guilt and return to a simpler, guilt-free life. And now, back to the baby Stinger Flynn. If this baby was made using the children's genome and Stinger Flynn's DNA, then maybe this baby isn't just a failed experiment. Maybe it's the key to his entire escape plan. Stinger Flynn may have taken the children's DNA, mixed it with his own, and created this baby to finish what he started years ago. The trailer shows only a glimpse of this plan, but it's clearly something big, something euphoric brothers are hiding. And remember, they've already warned us that BanBan 8 will be the darkest game in the series. And there's one more huge thing I forgot to tell you. Stinger Flynn doesn't even appear in the official trailer for Garten of BanBan 8, not even once. He's completely missing, and that's not by accident. The developers are hiding him on purpose. Just like Zolphius, Flynn's role in BanBan 8 is being kept a secret for a reason. But if you've been following the lore from earlier games, the warning signs were already there. Back in Garten of BanBan 2, if you scanned one of the hidden QR codes found on a note, it revealed this chilling message: do not trust the jellyfish. That's not just a throwaway line. That's about Stinger Flynn, and it means he might be tricking the children and even the player. Maybe Flynn has had malicious intentions this entire time. Think about it. He always acts calm, always speaks in riddles, but all of it could be part of a bigger manipulation. We trusted him, but maybe we weren't supposed to. And now, let's talk about what's going to happen in BanBan 8. It all starts with the jail cell. In the trailer, we clearly see prison-like rooms and barred doors, and honestly, it's pretty obvious now. BanBan 8 will most likely begin with us trapped in one of those jail cells. We'll probably have to solve some kind of mini puzzle using a screwdriver or hidden tool to open the door. But escaping won't be easy because the Gavanium citizens are watching. These strange, silent guards are shown all over the trailer. So once we're out, the real danger begins. Then we hear Syringen's voice. He says, a dangerous human has recently escaped containment. The new reclamation team has been dispatched. That confirms Syringen is hunting us, at least at the beginning of the game. He sees us as a threat, but something changes later, because there's a moment in the trailer where BanBan speaks to Syringen, and after that, everything shifts. Syringen no longer seems like the villain. So what happened? There's a theory. BanBan tells Syringen the truth about Sir Datadoo, and about Glazo, the green monster. See? Sir Datadoo is back for revenge. He wants revenge on BanBan, on the player, and even on Syringen. And if Glazo is helping him, then yeah, it's bad. Glazo's sharp claws and massive body make him one of the strongest threats we've seen yet. That's why BanBan and Syringen might have teamed up to open Flumbo's closet and prepare for one final battle. And yes, I believe Flumbo is on our side. Even though BanBan locked him up earlier, they might still be friends deep down. I also think Syringen and Flumbo are behind BanBan's transformation. The glowing, red-eyed version we saw. They changed him on purpose. Not to hurt anyone, but to make him strong enough to survive the final fight. Think about it. In BanBan 6, we had a showdown. In BanBan 7, we had a bigger battle. But BanBan 8, this might be the scariest, most intense battle yet, especially if the new trademarked characters like Miss Mimicker and Uni Balloony are on Sir Datadoo's side. What if they're working together to bring down the Kingdom Queen Bounclia once ruled? And there are a few things most people completely missed in the trailer that actually prove this theory. Let's start with the biggest one, Sir Datadoo's voice line. He says, I should have ended you when I had my chance. Now let's pause right there. He's not talking to BanBan. He's not talking to Syringen. He's talking to us, the player. That line confirms that Sir Datadoo is out for revenge. He remembers what happened. He knows we helped Syringen back in BanBan 6 or BanBan 7. We helped destroy his army, and now he wants payback. But wait, there's something even more interesting. In the middle of the trailer, there's a scene that most fans completely overlook. We see a long chain of Gavanium citizens forming a kind of rope or ladder, and the player is climbing down using that chain. Now here's where it gets wild. Gavanium citizens don't help just anyone. They don't follow the player. They're artificial beings designed by Syringen, and they only obey commands from him. So the only way they'd be helping the player escape is if Syringen told them to, which means at this point in the game, Syringen is officially on our side. This moment proves that something changes mid-game. Syringen starts out seeing us as a threat, sends out a reclamation team, tries to lock us up, but then something happens. Maybe BanBan convinces him. Maybe he realizes that Sir Datadoo and Glazo are a bigger danger.